The apes have said that what they're going to probably doing for the next 5-star batch is they're going to include obviously Flatline and Minerva and SG Thundercracker and Jetfire. So they'll be in the next batches. But the change they're going to make, they said, is that they probably won't do it as 5 bots. They're probably going to make it 7. Good or bad? What do you guys think? And you might think, yeah, it's really good. But then, so, if they make it a 7 in a batch, say I wanted Minerva. I wanted Minerva. Instead of 1 in 5 chance, I've now got 1 in 7 chance. That's a problem. So, you'll have the 2 leaderboard bots in there, and then 5 other bots. And yeah, that was my sort of thinking straight away. I see people in chat saying, but then you got less chance of it and things like that. Yeah, that's the point I was making. You know, I was making my list originally before this in my head, and I thought, right, well, we've got Minerva and Flatline, we've got SG Thundercracker and Jetfire, we've got a community choice. There's only 2 other ones. That's pretty easy to predict, really. But then they said it's going to be 7 now. So, I'm a bit... But then you have increased 5-star shards. And I said in my previous stream that when they increase 5-star shards, don't get too giddy. Because we know what happens. They increase 5-star shards. And it's all about supply and demand. So if they increase the supply of something, they've got to increase the demand. And I think this is their way of balancing it out. Increasing the supply of 5-star shards, but making more 5 stars available. So yes... So before, where you might get 1 5-star or 2 out of a batch, you might get 3 or 4 now because 5-star shards are more accessible. But it's now, instead of 2 out of 5, you'll probably get 4 out of 7. So I kind of get it, and I get that they don't want to limit it to just 2 leaderboard bots, 1 community choice, and just 2 bots. They need to get some combiner bots out. They want to make these 5-star combiners. But 7 bots in a batch, I don't know, I'm a bit on the fence. That being said, what is my predictions for the next 5-star batch? So I know Grind Time's in the chat, so don't be stealing my ideas, Grind Time, okay? He always does this, steals my ideas, always. So, obviously, first off is going to be Minerva and Flatline and SG Jetfire and Thundercracker. I think they will be in the batch. I think we'll have a batch of 7. They said maybe 8, but definitely going to be 7. So they will be in the batch. And who else do I think will be in the batch? Let me know who you think will be in the batch, guys. Any bots you think will be in there? My first choice is who will be in the batch. This is not who I want in the batch. This is who I think will be in the batch. There's a difference. I don't want this guy in the batch, but I think he'll be there. And for obvious reasons when I point it out. And I think for the next batch, it will be Slug and Rampage. I think we'll get Volcanicus complete. Rampage completes Predaking. We might even see these guys as the first 5-star combiner. So I think we'll see Slug and Rampage. I think we'll see a rework to their abilities completely to pull them apart from Pyromagna. Everyone's saying they're far too similar. So I think we'll totally rework their ability personally as part of the 5-star batch. It'd be a good time to do it as well. So yeah, my first or third choice even, if you include, you know, Minerva and SG Jetfire and Flatline and Thundercracker, is Slug and Rampage. Next on the list of 5-star predictions, in my opinion, is going to be... Who's it going to be? 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 It's going to be Streetwise and Sinatwin. And yes, so we're ever closer to Defensor and to Abominus. But then the big one then is, if we get Streetwise and Sinatwin, it means we need a 5-star Trax and 5-star Cutthroat. And I think what'll happen is, in this batch, we'll have Streetwise and Sinatwin, and then in the next batch, which will be HQ 18, or there or thereabouts, I think then we will see tracks for HQ 18, tracks and cutthroat to complete the combiners. And yeah, that's my next prediction. My next prediction on who will be in the next batch might surprise some people. Unpopular opinion. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be NOSECONE. And this, I think, is the reason why we haven't seen it yet. Why they talked about it, but why has it not been done yet? I think they're waiting to bring it out in a 5-star batch. Is a combiner part. It means they can give them a buff at the same time. And we'll see a 5-star NOSECONE in the game. Not as he is now, as a total rework. So a 5-star NOSECONE and a 5-star drill horn. So yeah, I think we will see them have a rework as part of the 5-star batch. Personally, be cool to see what they do with it. Dale's already said that it's looking pretty cool what they've thought about. So we'll have to wait and see. And my next choice, and I'm hoping this will be the community event. Or the community choice, should say. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? I think it's gonna be HOUND. Well overdue. And this guy is amazing as a 5-star. You know, we try and switch it up by having warriors and trying having special bots and NOSECONE's a warrior as well. So I think as the gunner in the batch, we'll probably see HOUND. And will be a really good addition. Doesn't need much work going to it. If they're doing loads of work on the likes of NOSECONE and Slug, then I don't think it needs to do much rework on HOUND. I think he's good as he is, just an upgrade. And that'll be really cool. Yeah. My last choice, I was torn between 2 or 3 bots. I couldn't really decide. And even right now, I couldn't really decide. And the 3 bots I was thinking of is, will we see Dinobot? That means 3 warriors in the batch. But I can see it. But I think they'll save Dinobot for when Beast Wars comes back out again. I think they'll save Dinobot for next year. We know that the new Transformers film is coming out next year. I think we'll see a lot more 5-star Dinobots, or 5-star Beast Wars bots then. So I think we'll see Dinobot eventually, but not yet. I don't think we'll see Dinobot yet. And then I know that Tex has been begging and begging and begging for a 5-star air raid. I know he has. But I don't know. As a combiner part, we might see him. Are they going to focus on Superion as well? There's a lot of combiner parts in this batch. So is it going to be air raid? And then the last bot I thought of is Double Dealer. Double Dealer, rated one of the worst bots in the game. Really needs a rework. But I think they'll stick with combiner bots, and my last choice is Air Raid. Air Raid and Slipstream. I really do think we'll start seeing more and more and more combiner parts. And we'll start seeing more of Superion in there. So even the likes of Power Glide, he may get a rework. But yeah, more and more combiner bots. So that is my predictions for the next 5-star batch, and that is Minerva and Flatline. It's SG Jetfire and SG Thundercracker. It's Slug and Rampage, Streetwise and Cinetwin, NOSECONE and Drillhorn, HOUND and Dragstrip, and Air Raid and Slipstream. So let me know in the chat if you agree, anything you agree with, anyone else you'd like to see, you think you'll see. I mean, is it time for 5-star Star Saber? I think it is, but I don't think the apes think it is. I still don't think. I think they're going to really focus on combiner parts. I really do, to get these 5-star combiners out. I really do. They say there's no plans yet. Next 5-star batch is going to come out, in the next 2 months. So maybe I'm way off. Maybe we won't see any combiner parts. But I think that, the fact that Yanis said this in the last 5-star batch when we saw the likes of Headstrong, we're like, why have we chosen Headstrong and Pipes? Well, everyone was saying Pipes more, to be honest. And it's like, just look at the Decepticons, look at who we've chosen. It'll all make sense. It was all combiner parts. It did make sense. So if they're not considering 5-star combiners, then why are they considering combiner parts in the previous batch? It doesn't make sense to me. bit of a smoke and cloak and daggers thing. So I think we'll see more combiner parts. I really do. If you like this content, don't forget to hit the like button below, guys, before you leave. And if you want to see more content, you can hit the subscribe button below to never miss another stream or never miss another video. Thanks for watching, guys, and peace out.